Hello and welcome to another video. Today has been alright, I guess, pretty uneventful. Still been feeling more tired than usual, and it's been really cold here again today, so my sinuses have been hurting again. I've just been trying to keep as warm as possible. Really, that's all I've been doing. Although I did have a therapy session this afternoon, which was really good. Talked quite a lot about being extra ill and how that's affecting me, and how this stage of just kind of waiting to get back to my baseline is the most frustrating. And I was a bit worried at the start of the session that I wasn't going to be able to fully engage with it because I was still so tired. But it went better than I thought, so that's a good thing. I'm going to go to bed now and hopefully I get a good night's sleep. Woke up really early again this morning. This time it was pain in my legs that meant I couldn't go back to sleep. At least there was a reason this time. I think I prefer it when there's a reason, as opposed to just lying there, feeling so tired and just not being able to sleep. The pain in my legs has been worse the last few days. I don't know whether that's because it's been colder again, or whether that's because the pain increasing is another side effect of the virus. The pain in my legs is actually a really weird type of pain. It's a cramping type pain, but it basically feels like someone is stretching my muscles and winding them really tightly, and it just feels like they're about to snap. I was really hoping to have a shower this morning, and I was like psyching myself up because I was really tired, but I thought, no, I'll feel better once I've got clean hair, I'll feel nicer and my mental health will be better. And I went to brush my teeth and my legs were literally shaking when I was standing at the sink, and I thought, probably best not to have a shower right now because I just think it would be dangerous and I don't want to fall and break something. I've just had lunch and I'm feeling marginally better, so I'm wondering if I should just quickly have a shower now whilst I do have the energy, or whether I should wait until my food goes down a bit so I don't feel sick. It's so complicated. Well, I'm feeling much better mentally now than the last time I filmed earlier. I did have a shower, which, as always, made me feel a lot better. But as well as that, I also managed to send 4 emails today that I've not been putting off exactly. It's just that I haven't got round to doing them because I've been feeling so ill. But I really wanted to get them done today, so I didn't have them hanging over me, and I feel so much better now they're done. The 2 main ones were sending my symptom scoring charts back to Breakspear. You will definitely not remember this, but they sent me questionnaires in October last year, and I'm only just getting around to doing them now, so shh. Basically, they're just pretty much the same questionnaires I filled out when I first went to Breakspear, but now after a year and a half, nearly 2 years of treatment, I'm doing them again to see if I've progressed at all and to see what they think I should do next. The other email, which is kind of exciting but only in a weird chronic illness way, is the one that I sent to the cardiologist specialist nurse that I mentioned in the last video. We've been emailing back and forth a bit since last week. She was talking to the cardiologist that I see, and he doesn't think that the ivabradine I'm taking is causing my lower blood pressure. I was like, okay, but it started when I started taking it, but whatever. So what he wants to do is to have me start another medication to try and combat the extra fatigue and brain fog I'm feeling. So he wants me to try a medication called modafinil, which I'd never heard of before and was a little bit unsure about because I'd never heard of it. I did some research. I asked a lot of people I know who have a POTS diagnosis. They said go for it because actually they have asked to try this medication and been denied it. So I was like, oh, I better grab it while I got the chance. So I don't know whether the rules have changed since the people I've talked to had asked their cardiologist about it, or whether my cardiologist is thinking outside the box. I'm inclined to think it's the first option because the way the health system works in the UK, you can't think outside the box. That's not allowed, but we'll see what happens. The cardiologist nurse is now writing to my GP, and then I'll have to have an appointment with her before I actually get a prescription. I'm hoping I'll be able to get away with a phone appointment. Why does it have to be this complicated? Yesterday, there is no other word for it, was horrible. I think it was just a combination of everything I'm currently suffering with being slightly worse than usual. My POTS was worse, my stomach was worse, and my pain was worse. And those 3 together just meant that I couldn't get out of bed. I couldn't even sit up yesterday. It was horrible. Today has been slightly better because my pain isn't as bad and my stomach isn't as bad either. It's still not great, but it's not as bad as yesterday. My POTS isn't great. I think maybe I'm entering into a POTS flare or something because yesterday my blood pressure was crazy low. My diastolic was 49, which is the lowest it's ever been. My blood pressure is slightly high today, but only very slightly, and I think that's because my heart rate's higher, so that helps raise my blood pressure. I'm feeling pretty despondent, just gonna have to wait it out. Today has been the same as the last few and the same as the few before that. Not good sleep, really tired, pain a little bit increased, stomach not good, so I've been in bed all day. I did manage to have a little nap, which was really good, and other than that, I've not done anything. Not done a thing. It seems to be the story of my days at the moment, doesn't it? Although, to be honest, I think if I started to sleep better, I'd probably feel a lot better fatigue-wise. Woke up really early again this morning with sinus pain. Couldn't sleep because that was too painful. So, my body's mixing up. It doesn't want to favour one symptom. It wants to keep me guessing. So who knows what will keep me awake tonight, but hopefully nothing. It could happen. Today has been much more positive. I think the most positive day I've had in a while. It started off better purely because I actually got some sleep last night. It just made me feel so much better. I am startled really at how much of a difference more sleep makes, and I know I shouldn't be, but I always am. I actually managed to go downstairs today for the first time in nearly 3 weeks, which is a long time. I'm very happy I managed to do it. I just played some video games with my sister, so that was really fun. Today has just been a nice day, and although I haven't been feeling good all the way through, my head's been hurting quite a lot at some points during the day, and I have been really tired at certain times, but overall it has been a bit better, and that is just so good. I'm going to take it easy for the rest of the day. Just gonna, guess what? Watch tennis. My parents were always like, how can you watch it so much? And I always say I'm not really watching it like all the time. It's mostly just kind of on in the background as a kind of background noise, I guess. I like it. So I'm going to go and do that now. So today hasn't been quite as positive as yesterday. I have been much more tired today, despite actually sleeping okay last night. But that's because the clocks went forward an hour last night, so we lost an hour of sleep. Technically, it is now British summertime, and we do have beautiful blue sky at the moment, so that is a very nice thing. But the hour changes when the clocks go forward in the spring and backwards in the autumn. They always mess me up so much. Although losing an hour of sleep didn't affect me too much because I've been waking up really early at the moment, I just kind of spend the next few days in a weird kind of haze, because obviously meal times shift and sleeping schedules shift, and that doesn't sound a lot to a normal person, and an hour is no big deal to a normal person. It barely counts when you travel, but when you are chronically ill, it makes a big difference. So I've been feeling a bit spaced out today. I still count today as a pretty good one because I had a shower and washed my hair and uploaded a video. It's 20 to 7 in the evening now, and it is still wonderfully light. The sky is wonderfully blue, and I'm loving it. The rest of today has not been too bad at all. I have been feeling pretty tired, but I think that's just because I had a shower and because of the time change. The last couple of days, I definitely feel like I'm getting back more towards my baseline than I was at the start of the week. So hopefully this means next week I will finally get back to my baseline after having the virus. God knows how many weeks ago now, but quite a few. Today marks the end of another week, the end of another video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you again next week. Bye!